Hey there, everybody. I hope you are doing fantastic. Want to wait for just a couple minutes to let some people come on, but I wanted to say thank you, first of all, everyone. Hey there, and a super happy new year to everybody. Hey there, Dennis. Hey there, Diva Sheba. Hey, Brenda. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Definitely. Happy New Year. Hey, Peter. Hey, Veganette. Hey there, Miss D. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Happy New Year, for sure. I'm so happy to be here for this surprise live reading. I'm going to get right off to it. I'm going to try to keep it short so I don't have a whole lot of time going on here, friends. But I want to bring some messages for January for you all, so I hope you are ready. Ready? Okay, so really exciting energy. Happy New Year, everybody. Hey there, Sherry. Wow, cards jumping out already. Okay, let's just see. Yeah, we've seen this before. Letting go. Okay, oh, I don't know if you can see that. I'll do my best. Hopefully you guys can see that. You see that? There you go. Letting go. That's definitely one of the themes. And we talked about this before in even some of my readings before, right? Themes of letting things go, the lessons that we've learned, and moving forward and charging ahead, in fact, with some of the new things that we're going to be doing. So already I'm seeing movement. Okay, anything else? What else do we need to know? Now, for all of you who haven't been in a group reading, this is a general reading, okay? I will be doing the replay on YouTube and sharing that all for you. So if you do end up watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As well, if you're interested in doing a private reading, you can contact me through my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. Actually doing a fantastic promo right now for January, a buy one get one free, so check it out if you're interested. Get in if you can quickly because spots are going. All right, friends, so another theme, what is going on for this month in January for all of you right now? And again, if the messages don't resonate with you, that's okay. They don't have to. It just means the messages aren't for you today and then I'm not clicking into your in particular energies. Yeah. Okay, so what is the theme of what's going on for you guys for the month? Like we said already, letting go. We're letting go of some of that stuff in the past, right? But listening with your heart. Now, isn't that interesting? And we talked about in my last reading that some of these new energies coming forward might be romantic type relationships. Some individuals moving into maybe twin flame relationships or just exploring other sorts of relationships. So I can definitely see this. But let's see what these messages on the cards actually say. So, letting go, I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. So what's the ebb and flow? That water, right? Coming in and out, the tide, right? You can always rely on the ebb and flow, the backwards and the forwards, the push and pull of life. Okay, so with this letting go, saying I surrender, it is time to let go. If you're being moved forward in another chapter, if you want to hold on to the past, you're not going to get very far. Or if you get far, it's going to be carrying a whole lot of weight. You don't need that. We've already made steps and changes, friends. Keep going with that positive momentum and listening with your heart. I trust the messages I've received from my heart. So how many of you are now following your heart rather than looking at logic, looking at sequence, looking at, the details to make the decision, but now starting to use your intuition, to use your heart, right? This is where you're being pushed in your own loving directions. So let's look at a little bit of specifics for you all there, okay? Hey there, much love and light to you too, Scorpion. Hey, Ashley, thank you so much for joining me, friends. Okay, let's talk about love. Love, okay. And what better than these beautiful love and romance cards I have. Okay, falling out. I feel like I need two messages here. Do we need two messages for love for all the individuals who are watching? Are there two? Oh, ooh, okay, that's a lot. I'm going to take this top one. Ooh, dear. Okay. Yes. All right, so two cards moving forward here. Now, this is going to definitely be for some individuals in specific, not necessarily everyone. So this, again, is in the love category. Two things going on. Number one, deception. So when we were talking about previously of letting go being the theme, is deception having to do with what was going on in your love life previously? If so, well, then definitely we're hooking into your energy and this is for you. So with January moving forward, deception in the past, it says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So either you have already identified a relationship that isn't working for you or what you're getting out of the relationship, or you're starting to look at what you have on your plate and going, Is this really what I'm supposed to be getting? Is this, you know, is this what I signed up for? You might be looking at this with a more close eye to see what is the real deal, so to speak, with regards to love. And the other card that came up as well, which is a really interesting one, playfulness. There, I don't know if you can see that. Playfulness, and it says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to spirit of fun to shine. Okay, so what this really means for me at the end of the day, especially when it's coming up with this deception card, it's really making me feel that some of you might be feeling heavy, okay? Now, even though you might be feeling heavy with regards to decisions in a relationship, or let's just say the reality of balance in a relationship, this doesn't have to necessarily impact you and how you're feeling on a daily, moment-to-moment basis unless you allow it to dictate that, okay? So be playful. If you want to be romantic, if you want to recapture that romance, then you're the one that has to kind of hold that love from inside. That doesn't necessarily mean the relationship is going to work if, for example, you're working with someone who isn't working with you, but you can keep yourself floating high and feeling much better when you really hold your own energy in a good space and don't allow it to affect you negatively. If your vibe is up here with regards to what you bring to a relationship, then it's not about lowering yourself to make things flow. It's about you staying in this good high vibe and allowing others in this high vibe to be attracted to you. How do you do that? By continuing to stay your joyful self, my friends. What's going to happen with 2020 especially is we're gravitating away from things that are not of our same frequency, and we are gravitating to the things that are of our frequency. So my friend, let's just keep going. If it's telling us that it's time to let go, then friends, let go, okay? Let's talk about money. What do we need to know about money? Let's talk about money for us all here. Hope these messages are making sense for you guys. Yeah, it may not make sense for everybody because it is a general reading, but you'll know if it's for you, okay? Whoa, did you see that? Let's see what this has to say about money. Is there something else we need to know about money too? Money for all of those who are watching, messages that they need to know and their best good. Okay, we had a flip. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely amazing for all of you. When we were talking about money, right? So, speaking of money, 10 of Pentacles, okay? So anybody who isn't familiar with tarot, the Pentacles represent career, money, kind of like lifestyle, and kind of wrapping it all in together in terms of your balance, your tangible stuff. What have you been able to manifest and create in your life? Now, a 10, hey, that's a 10, right? So if we're looking at the 10 of Pentacles, this would represent someone being balanced in terms of bringing abundance into their life, but also being comfortable in managing this. You can be house poor, right? It doesn't mean that you're balanced just because you have a big castle. Do you have a castle that you're happy with and everybody within your kingdom is balanced and feeling fulfilled at the same time? That's the question. That is a 10 of Pentacles, okay? And what do we have supporting this? The Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is a lovely energy for me with regards to money for all of you, because what this is saying with this Queen of Wands energy, anyone who knows me well knows that I love the Queen of Wands, because she's the one that you will either love or you will hate her, because she does not care to make her own decisions, and if other people are not happy with her decisions, so what? She doesn't care at all because she's the one who's in charge of her journey, and if you don't like it, that's okay. But for many reasons, she is loved just like that. So, Queen of Wands type energy coming out with the 10 of Pentacles. This is telling me with regards to your money, you are in a no-nonsense position. You are taking charge of what is going on because you want to create new exciting things for yourself. You already have new exciting ideas that's coming forward. And you're working for that big 10. You want the big deal at the end of the day. That doesn't mean you want to be a millionaire per se. Don't get me wrong. That would be nice. But it means you have big ideas that are going to bring you to a beautiful place. And you've got all the energy and all the fire behind you to make it happen. You've got the tools and you've got the right direction. Amazing for January for money. Let's talk about the soul. How about the spirit, my friends? Is this making sense, guys? Let me know. Let's talk about the spirit. What do we all need to know, either with spiritual awakening or with regards to meditation? What do we all need to know for our soul in the east direction? East direction for all of those who are watching today. What do we need to know for our soul? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah. And anyone, again, who knows me knows I love my wingeds on the medicine wheel. And whoa, we got some serious stuff coming out here. How does this work here, Spirit? Please tell me. The 4 directions involved. What direction do we go here? Yeah, okay. This is the way that we need to go for our medicine wheel here. Wow, 4 cards jumped out and I wasn't expecting to see that, okay? But at the end of the day, if these are the messages, these are the messages. So if we're talking about our soul, kind of doesn't surprise me that 4 cards do jump out at the beginning or at the end of the day, because we're talking about a medicine wheel balance of 4. So in the east direction, one of my favorite wingeds, the hawk. Have I seen a hawk around lately? Yes, I have. Many, in fact. So the hawk, and in the east direction, we're talking about fire, your soul, your inspiration, your new ideas, your new beginnings. So the hawk is telling me that you are planning, just like this Queen of Wands was planning, right? You are planning and you were looking to the future at this point to see what is it that I need to bring to myself and what do I need to start for myself, okay? I absolutely love it. Now, in the south direction, what do we need? Another beautiful winged that I love, okay? The raven. So the south direction is about our emotions, okay? So we're gonna wrap it all up here all together. South direction, you are changing the way that you handle your emotional triggers. You are handling the way that you emote with other people. You might be stronger, you might be setting more boundaries, and you might not be feeling guilty about doing these things like you were feeling guilty before, okay? You've got some strength. You've moved some things around in your life to be able to say, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put boundaries, guidelines, and those who don't respect those boundaries and guidelines, that's okay. Maybe they aren't gonna be involved anymore. Just fine. So this is really great with regards to the soul so far. Now, what I'm also seeing in terms of manifestation in the soul, west direction is bringing me rabbit energy, okay? So rabbit energy is really interesting, okay? Think of fight or flight type stuff. Okay, I might have a kitten interruption here in a moment. If I do, I apologize. But with regards to rabbit energy in the west direction, it's really all about when we make a decision about something happening. Hi, Lovey. They all want to join the readings, right? When we make a direction about where we're going and the things that we're doing and the, you know, these new projects and new exciting things that you might have on your mind, with rabbit energy, sometimes it's kind of like, okay, here's this great big idea, but I'm a little worried about moving forward with it and really coming out with it. Rabbits kind of hang back, right? They don't really jump out into the scene so that they can be seen by everybody else around. They want to make sure the landing and everything is safe, right? So that's you right now. Do you have these big ideas and you want to push forward, but you're playing it safe a little bit? Could that be you? Does that make sense? If it does, what this is telling you here is you have to play bigger. You can't be afraid to put it out there, because if you want to, you know that saying, go big or go home, doesn't mean you're going to fail, but you're going to go a lot further if you're willing to really invest and to put yourself and really move yourself forward into these projects, into these new changes. You can't do it half-assed and expect big results, right? So don't be afraid. Okay, oh, I love that message. And then in the north direction, our mind, what do we need? Horse. Now, this isn't like a stable pony horse, right? This is like a wild horse. And what this is telling me for the mind, which is the north direction here, this is telling me for sure that, guys, it's time to think and remove the conditioning. It's time to remove these patterns of what we think we're supposed to do and what we feel we must do because this is what we've been told for the rest of our life. It's time to take this mind and say, I own this. And if I decide that I want to do this, or I want to do that, or I don't want to do this job, or I don't want to be in this relationship, or this choice or this lifestyle choice isn't suiting me anymore, whether that's eating meat or exercising or not exercising or whatever that is, you're allowed to make the decision for what is in your best good. So friends, do it. Go out and do it. You're the one that's taking those steps, one foot in front of the other, and unless you're walking in the direction for what you want to receive and achieve, you're just not going to get it, right? Big time. So there's a lot of messages there for your soul, right? Whew, my goodness. So, advice. Let's talk about advice for all of you guys, okay? So whether we're talking about the love, the money, the soul, all that kind of stuff, and the work, what is Spirit's best advice for all of us at this time? Make sense? Good stuff. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Dennis. I hope these, I love when the messages make sense. We're just one big good team, you know? Okay. Spirit, what's the messages overall for everybody here who's receiving these messages? Whoa, that's too much. Okay. All right. Yes, yeah, Scorpion, some of my public messages do reach me. And even when I'm doing private messages, lots of times I know messages that are coming forward for other individuals, they are coming for me as well at times. And I know when they're for me too. Okay, advice for all of our friends here online. Advice for all our friends, please, in our highest good. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Anything else? That's for, oh, I love it. Anything else? Anything else for the finale? Oh, friends, this is freaking amazing. Okay, 5 of Cups in reverse. Look at this. Some of you were crying over spilt milk before, not paying attention to all the beauty that you still have going on with yourself, right? You have flipped the situation upside down. You're not looking at the past anymore. You're moving forward, you're collecting yourself, and you're saying, I still have all this stuff going on. I am still intact. Everything is good, and I'm moving forward. I'm not crying about the past anymore, whatever that looked like. Amazing. Now, what are we also getting? Ace of Wands. And what does the Ace of Wands represent? Remember that Queen of Wands that was coming out earlier? That bad girl that doesn't really care, you know, about making her decisions and if other people approve or not? Right. So, Ace of Wands, and I love that it was backed up by that 10 of Pentacles, right? Being real specific. Ace of Wands, who's got that big, amazing idea and is willing to put passion and fire and movement behind it? You. Amazing. This is all coming out. And 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Don't be indecisive. Don't think too much. You can't dissect everything. Remember how we talked at the beginning, what's going on? Letting go. Listening to the heart. Friends, it's not about thinking anymore. It's about listening to the heart. So we have to turn this thinking upside down where we're constantly running through our heads of, is it this, is it that? We can't work on confusion here. If we're gonna work on confusion, we're gonna slow the flow and then we're not gonna get anywhere, okay? So when you're getting confused, try to take yourself out of the logical brain and listen to the heart, my friend. Listen to the heart. And then you will be able to move forward in a more positive, loving direction. And when you don't make things confusing, that's when it's easy to move forward clearly, okay? I hope this was helpful for you all for a beginning of January. There is a lot going on, that is for sure. But I know that a lot of us have already made these changes and are moving forward in new directions. So if you continue to move forward in good directions, I have no doubts whatsoever that things are gonna move very beautifully for you. I just feel like I have to, yeah. See, I don't have to pull cards, right? I just felt like I needed to pull a card and just sort of see what is the real wrap up for all of this, friends? This situation is already resolved. And didn't we talk about in the beginning how we're changing our thought patterns? A lot of us have already made these changes and now we're just moving forward with these amazing ideas that we have. Already done. I love it. I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace and always. This is amazing, friends. I hope you enjoyed today's messages. I hope you enjoyed the forecast for January, and join me again for another reading. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to bring you readings. Love you all so much.